Hi, I'm Dorothy Godin, broker 3 Max Crown Realty, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Well, the market continues to soften in Sudbury, and I just wanted to share with you a few numbers. You know, I'm a numbers person, and I feel it's important to know your numbers in your market. So in the last 7 days, I'm going to share with you some numbers that you as the general public won't see, but we see them on our hot sheets every day. And these are numbers that we have not seen in probably a year, year and a half, if not close to 2 years. So one is expired listings. So in the last 7 days, we've had 37 listings expire. So they came on the market, they didn't sell, and their contract has expired. And that we have not seen for quite a long time. I know in a normal market, I take listings for 6 months, and in this market, with the market had been so fast, I was taking listings for only 2 months because you really didn't need 6 months to sell a listing. Well, the market is changing and it's softening, and we see that now we're seeing expired listings that didn't sell. So we had in the last 7 days 37. There have been 41 decreased prices in the last 7 days, and certainly in the last year and a half, we would see no decreases. Basically, everything was selling. And so now we're seeing price reductions every day. And I say in the last 7 days, we've had 41 price reductions. And this is good. Sellers need to align their price with the market for sure. We have seen back on the market this week 15 properties. And so these would have been deals that were firm and for whatever reason are not closing. And this is something new that we're experiencing in the last couple of weeks, where firm deals just before closing for whatever reason, and most of it is financial. Buyers are not able to close. So this is very troubling for sure. And one of the reasons why I like that now we are getting back to offers that have conditional of financing and home inspection, which is great for the buyer. It was crazy in that frenzy to not do a home inspection and to go in cash when you knew you were getting a mortgage. It really it put a lot of pressure on the banker for sure, because if you're going CMHC, they don't have the final say. Nonetheless, now we're seeing houses where deals are not closing, so we want to be very careful there. We see new listings in the last 7 days. We had 144 and we had 94 sales. So for the first time, we're seeing more listings than sales, which is awesome. Other subtle signs that you see the market softening is you will see more open houses. Before I do an open house, we're definitely, I'm having a heart-to-heart conversation about open houses and the expectation with my seller, but it is one of the signs that the market is softening. You see a lot of open houses. You see a lot of salespeople looking for people to do open houses for them, and this is all driven by the seller, thinking that there's something special you can do to get away from this softening market. The other thing you'll see is new listings come up, and then you realize that it's not really a new listing. It's been on the market for 3-4 months, but it comes up with a new realtor. And this is also seller driven in that they just don't want to come to terms with a changing market. And I understand that because the market has been so crazy for a year and a half. It's really difficult for sellers to sit back and realize that, oh man, I missed the peak. Average sale price is down 2%. We were hovering around that 500,000 for about 6 months. And so we just had that minor reduction. The sellers are still doing great. There's still lots of buyers out there. And when you consider that year to date last year, our sale price is up almost 25%, sellers are not suffering in terms of price too much. But they are having trouble with the changing market and the shift in the market. We definitely see buyers pushing back more. Like I say, we have more conditional offers with financing and home inspection. And we see buyers who are saying, you know what, I'm not willing to pay that kind of money. So buyers are definitely pushing back. So the market is always changing. It just so happens that for the year and a half, we were in such a frenzy and such a strong seller's market that this sudden shift, which It's not, it feels like it's sudden, but for the last month, we've been talking about this softening. We need this balancing. The buyers need this balancing of the market. It's not a balanced market yet. We still need many more listings in order to get into a balanced market. But for sure, we're getting into a more a softening, a more balancing when it comes to how the transaction works. The other problem we're having now is keeping deals together because the interest rate from the time you put your offer in, if you didn't lock in your interest rates have changed. So bankers are really scrambling now to close deals. So definitely we see that continued softening. I encourage all the sellers to have a look at the numbers and appreciate that the market is always changing. It's not, we're not busting. We're not, the balloon is not busted. Sellers are still doing great, but there has definitely be a shift in how we're getting things done. So as always, we talk about the market. The market is not always kind, but the market is always right. And it always tells you when you're in the wrong price range. So it's all about aligning your price with the market. Everything else is fluff. You really, people want new pictures, people want, open houses. All of that marketing is great, but until you align your price with the market, nothing is going to happen. So I hope you find this helpful. I know buyers are ecstatic that they have a few houses to look at and that there's a comfort level in knowing you can put in your conditions and get an accepted offer. As always, you can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705-561-2360. Have a great week.